Hi folks, welcome back. So, after the wee update the other night, here we're in real time again. So, as you can see from the parts bench, it's dwindling. So, not much left to get back on it, and then we can start shoveling it back in there. So, as you can see, we've had a bit of progress. The oil filter housing and oil cooler back on again. If you remember right, we stripped the bolt. So thermostat housing and bottom pulley, high pressure fuel pump, rocker cover, and the sump. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, Kevin, mate of mine's, phoned me last night at tea time and said you fancy doing a couple of hours in the car. So I didn't really, but it's amazing the difference when somebody else wants to sort of push you along a bit. And we spent 10 o'clock last night basically in the garage. So yeah, very productive evening. So next mission is to try and get these glow plugs in. Bit of a schoolboy error really. Should really have done this while the head was off, but it is what it is. Anyway, here's the problem. This is the old glow plugs. As you can see, when they came out, they brought half the thread out with them. This one's the worst one. I mean, literally it just looks flush. To sort of give you an example, this is a new one. Got the thread definition, thread pitch and depth. Sorry, as I said before, I'm not Steven Spielberg. My camera work leaves a lot to be desired, so bear with me. But as I say, the 4 plugs that came out, they're all mullered, and as a result, so are the threads that they went into. Not 100% sure whether somebody cross-threaded them putting them in, or whether it's just something that happens. So anyway, went over to H, my local fasteners and tool supplier, this morning on my way out to work. Had a look at them and showed them the problem, so they gave me a tap to re-tap the threads. Obviously, the problem I've got is the head's now on, so any swarf that I create falls down into the head. So I've had to create some sort of a barrier between the hole and the piston crown. So there we go. It's an M10 1.0. That's the thread pitch and size. So we're going to recut, hopefully, and get these threaded in today. So toss these all ones aside in the scrap bin, and let's get prepared for fitting the new ones. So that's the new Bosch glow plugs, which are the ones specified for the vehicle. Oh, another little update. I acquired a nice new set of boots for it. So nice Shark Alutech alloys. I hated the alloys that were on it, so they should look quite smart once I got a new set of boots on them, and they've been refurbed. Got them really cheap. So anyway, it is what it is. So we're back to it. But really sorry, I hadn't realised that my camera wasn't recording. So I'd already done tapped 3 and was about to put the third glow plug in when I realised that the camera wasn't running. So, sorry about that. But anyway, this is just sort of to give you an idea. So this one's been re-tapped. As you can see, I can wind it in with my fingers now. Absolutely awesome. Now, if you'd have seen me swinging on a bar to get the old ones out, you'll understand why that is so such a nice feeling. Anyway, never mind. It's can wind them in quite easily with my fingers, and that's tight. I'll talk them up at a later date, so no problems. So I just show you procedure of how we tap these. Basically, got a piece of blue roll, rolled it up into a little sausage, torpedo, call it what you want, and stuffed it in the hole. Now obviously the hole's the size of the tip of the glow plug. It's not a full bore all the way down, so all really I'm doing is trying to stop any swarf entering the cylinder. And obviously as I'm using cotton oil, the cotton oil will get soaked up with the blue roll, which will expand and stop it getting by it anyway. So just pop it in, poke it in with the pencil. By the way, this has took me nearly 3 hours up to now. In case you think it's a 5-minute job, it's not a 5-minute job. It's it was a really, really awkward, laborious, patience-trying job. Something I've not got a lot of, but anyway, never mind. So, just try to get the tap to start was a nightmare in itself. The angle of the hole for the glow plugs isn't like at 90 degrees, which you would think it is. It's slightly offset to the side, so sort of trying to get that angle to actually start the tap, because obviously the top threads are all mullered, so you don't actually have the first couple of threads to even get you started with. So anyway, it was very frustrating to actually get started, but once you get in you can feel it catching. The resistance isn't there, but as I say, very frustrating to actually get it started. Once you get it started, it goes, and it's just a slow process. As I say, basically what I was doing, quarter in, quarter out, quarter in, quarter out. Nice. Not try to rush it, not try to push it. Winding it in sort of a 3-4 threads, bringing it back out again. So really, it was a flat at a time. So quarter turn back, quarter turn forward, quarter turn back. And then just, once it's in a few threads, take it back out, clean the swarf off the cutter, give it another spray of cotton oil, and clean the hole out with the hoover. Here's my little hoover attachment, piece of 12mm hose and a piece of 8mm hose. So just stepping it down created a nice bit of suction. So yeah, it worked. It definitely done the trick. As I say, this is hole 4. It was a time consuming job. It was Very frustrating at times, but hey, it was one of them. It was done. Here's the Muttley in. Here's Simba to do is say hello. He doesn't like being ignored. And I forgot to put his bed out as well. Probably because I don't even know where it is. It's vanished. It's buried under something somewhere. It could even be in the back of the club van. But never mind. He's quite happy to lie on the cold floor. Well, it's not cold anyway. Even the floor's insulated. As I say, very slow, laborious job, and it's just get it so that you can twist it in with your finger. Quite happy. So I'm just doing it with a little spanner because I can't really get the T-bar of the tap and die set on because of the rocker cover plastic above, because of the angle that it's at. So I'm just using a little spanner, as I say, running it quarter at a time. Obviously it's a square drive on the tap, so I'm literally just moving round a flat in a quarter at a time, and then sort of going in 2-3 threads, bringing it out and cleaning any swarf. So I'm not trying to rush it, taking my time. And then wind it straight back out again. Take it out. As I say, clean the cutter. Give it another spray with cutting oil. And start again. I say you can feel where it's cutting and where it's not, where the threads are damaged and where they're not. It's that it was spin in with your fingers and then you feel it just stops where there's a damaged thread, and it's literally finger pressure. I'm not putting any pressure on it whatsoever. It is literally as I say, I didn't actually realise that the camera wasn't recording. I'd set it up, but forgot to press record. It's been a while since I've done any video, and so it's you've got to excuse it. It's I say I'd set it all up, checked it for the position and whatnot, where I wanted it. So right, that's me, and I went and got all my stuff sorted out, and then just forgot to press record. And it was as it was the end of cutting the third one, went to put the third glow plug in and looked up and there was no lights on in the camera, and realised. So extremely sorry, but it would have just been an extremely long video. So as it is, it's 4 of the same. So the last one basically was the same as the last 3. So that's it, basically cut all the swarf out. Give it a clean. Spot the hoover up. my suction tube, piece of 12mm and a piece of 8mm, and it works a treat, so any loose swarf is picked up by that, and any remainder is caught by the tissue with the cutting oil on it, because obviously the cutting oil swells the tissue and it's just all stuck on it. But anyway, it seemed to work. Fingers crossed that no bits made it down into the piston. I don't think they would. So I've got my light, had a look down, and you can see the end of the glow plug hole, and there was nothing there, no signs of any swarf, any dirt, anything. So fingers crossed we got it. So now to pick the tissue out. Now obviously with the cotton oil, it sort of swells the tissue, so it makes it a wee bit awkward to get out. I've got in case you're wondering what the mole grips are, I actually stood on top of my tweezers at the weekend and snapped them. So I've had to sort of jam them together with the mole grips. The mole grips aren't there for extra leverage or anything, they're actually there to hold the tweezers together. And there you go, there's the bit of tissue. So we'll get the hoover on, give it a last wee clean up. There's more to clean the threads out than anything else. So yeah, have a look down with the wee torch. Sorted. So I think that's a successful mission achieved. Get the last glow plug. Look at that. Screws in with your fingers. That's the way it should be. Wind it in with your fingers in a quarter turn. That'll do for me. There you go. 4 glow plugs fitted. I'm rather pleased with the outcome of that. I wasn't looking forward to this job at all. And there's the little tissue plug, as you can probably see. I don't know whether you can see it with the camera, the bits of swarf. Anyway, thanks for watching, and take care out there, people. Catch you later.